Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the economy versus the real economy. When you think about the economy, the first thing that comes to mind is the stock market. A bunch of people on the stock exchange screaming and hollering, pointing at other people, holding papers in their hands, and you see the ticker at the bottom of the screen showing the numbers and the values and companies, you know, names and abbreviations and stuff like that come to mind. You think of that as the economy, right? No, that's the stock market. You hear that because the media and most politicians say, hey, look at that shiny thing over there. And that's the stock market. Since the stock market is doing great, the economy is doing great, which is not true. The real economy deals with wages, deals with how people are living, how people are dealing with things that affect the average American, like the cost of food, the cost of gas, and again, wages. That's the real economy. Are people living better thanks to things that's going on in the stock market? Or things are going badly, but the rich stock owners and corporations are doing well off because they're getting subsidies or government handouts? That's how you tell a difference between the economy and the real economy. The media will always point to the stock market. Oh, the stock market is doing this. Oh, the stock market is doing that. Just think about what happened once GameStop stock exploded due to efforts that had nothing to do with them. Rich stock owners and hedge fund managers lost their mind because the cover was blown. The stock market has nothing to do with the average American. It's just nothing more than rich white people playing around and gambling money that doesn't belong to them. So the next time you hear someone say, well, the economy is doing good, make sure to say, well, what is the minimum wage? Has the minimum wage even increased since over a decade ago? What's the quality of life for the average American? The housing market. Can people actually afford to buy houses? Can people build houses and have them be affordable? How about rent? Are rent prices actually affordable? What about food? Is it actually affordable? Can people use their paycheck to actually pay for food and have money for other bills? Are bills more expensive? Or are they under control? Can the average American actually go out there and make a living with their paycheck? Because no person should need to work 2 to 3 jobs to afford a living. Because think about it. No business is out there doing their best to make sure you have a quality life. So instead of dealing with the stock market, always make sure to focus on the things that affect average Americans. Because the media always points to the stock market. It doesn't always end at the stock market. The real economy deals with average Americans and their lives. Is it easier? Is it harder? Should you go out there and buy a house? Can you afford a car? Do you have vacation time? Is it a great idea to get pregnant, or is it crazy that you can't? Are rules and regulations and laws being put on you so you can't do things? That's the real economy. Because the average American was said to be the reason why the stock market is doing good or doing bad. But if they're not connected to the stock market, then does that mean that the economy, is actually real? No, it doesn't. That's why you focus on the real one. The things that affect average Americans. That is what the economy should be. Not just rich people playing around with average American stock money and things like that. 401ks and bonds and things like that. Because the only thing it is them being a gamble with somebody else's money. The stock market is nothing more than that. That's not the real economy. That's the fake one. The real one is what affects you, and only you, as an average American.